Hey, Tony Gasson here, popping in a little quick chat. Headed to get some Starbucks for the family. Now you know what? I wanted to talk to you about this, the body stuff. It's a lot of talk about the body image and all of this stuff right here, and it's never a easy topic because we're very sensitive about our bodies, our height, our weight, just our overall build. People very sensitive about their bodies. You got to realize, I'm 5'10". Every grown woman want a man 6 foot. So every man under 6 foot is, self-conscious. Then some people just are naturally muscular, and that could be good or bad. Like a lot of women, if they feel too muscular, they might not like that. Some men might want to be more muscular. Then men have a whole nother issue. I rode yesterday past a billboard that you could go get an extension down there on your man part. They do a dermal filler, a permanent dermal filler to give you a little more length. And imagine a man who's struggling in that area. I could not imagine that, like what he going through. Now, I guess every man could be struggling in that area depending on what your woman like, And so I say that to say, your body is not everything. And that's what you have to realize, is there's not going to be a one size fits all. So sometimes the body just could be the missing piece. But when you get your body is a part of things in this society, in this culture. Now, there are exceptions to the rule. If I was a single man and I had to do it all over, I honestly would choose a woman solely on her character, her personality, her character, her integrity. But what I would do is, if I was a single man, is I would spend enough time, but this me having wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. And this ain't gonna be every man you meet, because I've been married 15 years. So, and I've been studying relationships for 15 years. So my insight will be a little different than just, a man out here in the dating world without experience. And so, I would date the woman long enough to be in every scenario, as much as possible. Meaning, going to sports games, going to ballet, going to church, going to a theme park, roller coasters, going to her family house, going to my family house, going shopping, dealing with money, going out to eat, going to a very cheap hole in the wall, and going to a super diamond medallion Michelin star restaurant. I would go from 0 to 100 all across the board, going on a vacation, sharing separate rooms, but doing everything possibly in her wheelhouse. If that's skydiving, if that's rock climbing, if that's zip lining, and just kind of see her in different environments, in different scenarios. See how she respond and interact with my mom, with my sister, with women co-workers, women family members, just every scenario. Because it's certain things that you go into when you get married that we didn't get to see how we respond in those things when you don't date a long time. So one of the things that I could not gauge with my wife is how she would be at our son's soccer game. And that's something that is completely opposite. Now, I learned to deal with it, and she got enough qualities to it kind of compensate. So even though I do not, and my wife know this, I ain't telling y'all no secret. She know this, and she know I talk about this because this is just our running joke. I do not like my wife personality at our son's games in the least. But I also understand as a man that I don't love them, my sons, the way she loved them. Now, her love is different. A mom's love is different. Like, you can love equally, but not the same way. And so, if that makes sense to you, it might not make sense to you till you have kids and you marry. You can love equally, but you may not love the same way. And so, me, I'm not led to yell, but that's also a personality difference. That's not my personality. I will knock a man out at the game for my child. I will take a man life for my child at the game. And so I love just as hard and equally, but it's not my personality to yell. So when we with somebody who different than us, sometimes we want them to be just like us. If we feel their personality is too jarring or whatever it may be. But see, that's something that I couldn't have tested while we were dating. So it's good that my wife got everything. She got everything going with that, because if she had a bad personality, if she had low character, if she didn't have integrity, and she was the complete opposite of me in different things like that, it would be a deal breaker. So I say that to say to where the body that's praised and promoted today with women, my wife didn't have that. So I didn't choose her based on body. I choose her based on personality, based on her character, based on her integrity. That's what I chose her on. And she didn't, and I could have waited. It was other women I had met and talked to who, stomach was flatter, who booty was bigger, who was more height compatible to me, to where I could feel like more of a man because I had more inches in height on them. I'm only like a couple inches taller than my wife. So if I was insecure, that would bring about insecurities. So I say that to say, it's when we choose in our spouse, it's not just a one size fits all, and it's not just one thing. But so you can't just get caught up on one thing, just the body. And so when I did that video yesterday, I wasn't saying the only thing that matters is the body. But the lady said she got everything else, but she done lost 20 pounds and she still got more to go. So if you got the looks, if you got the job, if you got the mindset, if you got the conversation, if you got everything else, then that missing part is the body. But the body doesn't mean that it's the end all be all, because it's people with the body, but they don't have the job. They don't have the ambition. They don't have the character. So now they got the body. So now what they need to work on is their personality or whatever else it is. So it's not a one size fits all. And so don't get so caught up when you thinking about this being prepared for marriage and attracting your husband, attracting your wife. It's different for each person. You got to look at what you need to do. So for one person, it might be their body that is the missing piece to the puzzle. And that is the holistic advice that they need because they got everything else. For somebody else, it might be their mindset. It might be their ambition. It might be their career status. It might be their education, whatever it may be, but it could be different from person to person. And we got to be honest with ourselves on what we need to do. And some stuff we forever working on. Some stuff, like if they say our personality is set by like the age of 7. Of course, that's not true. We could change, we can grow, but I would rather choose a spouse that I will be working with on their body than to choose somebody with a perfect body, but they got a bad attitude. They got a bad personality. I feel like it'll be easier for us to get in shape together than it would be for me to change, inspire, or encourage a person to change their whole personality. Like, that's totally different. So, hey, just think about this and just stay out your feelings. Just stay out your feelings. Stuff on here gonna step on your toes, because I'm not on here to pander. I'm not on here to say what feel comfortable, and I'm not on here to speak from where I am, in the sense of I'm not single and looking. So if I was single and looking and I'm not focused on my body, then I'll be telling you, hey, the body don't matter. If I was single and my body is good, but my personality bad, then I'll be telling you, hey, only thing matter is the body. I'm a neutral party on the outside looking in and reporting the news of what I'm seeing, making the connections, and I'm past that point, so I'm able to be, see it objectively. So understand that. So sometimes it's gonna step on your toes, sometimes it's gonna step on your toe, then sit in your lap, and sometimes it's gonna go right over your head, walk right past you. So hey, God bless you, and we'll be in touch.